start. NRG first on the board.
The North American MVP has struck first, and now we get to take a little intermission.
We're doing timeouts every goal. Did something change?
Timeout every goal. Yeah, we'll have a technical pause here. And of course, anytime you have one of these immediately following a goal, the first question you have is, well, is that going to stand?
Oh, of course, yeah, that will be a potential question here, but I think that one will probably not be disputed. Now, kind of moving forward here, though, I will say that NRG getting that first one and then us immediately going to a pause kind of does bode well for them, considering the fact that, like I said, a lot of pressure, a lot of nerves on the stage. Seeing one go in always does something good for the mental, but then now both teams want a chance to kind of talk things over as we get ready to get into the game. And now you'll be able to see if any mid-game adjustments start to occur here, right? NRG able to set the tone, and we'll have a fresh kickoff.
Right around the halfway mark of game number one, Daniel with his 13th goal of this World Championship. As mentioned, the North American MVP. Phenomenal as he has been all year long. And when NRG needed to set the tone, it is young Dan who comes to the rescue. But of course, you look across the way, you won't see any give in the Twins, in TRK, in any aspect of the Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the clock right now, 2:42 left in game one. I think that, looking at this point for Falcons, probably will see a little bit more offense out of them. They just haven't been able to get the shots on. I'm not sure how many shots they have exactly up until this point, but it's a very, very low number, that's for sure. NRG has controlled the possession so far in the opening game of this grand final.
Shots 3-1 so far in this opening game in favor of the team that's got the lead, but Killers answers right back. Falcons' second shot ties the game.
It's Killers first, though. Off the corner, Rawasa fake for him, and I mean perfect precision. You need to, especially have Daniel kind of waiting in that near post. Puts it right where he isn't.
Killers with his team leading 17th of the World Championship. TRK had matched him in the semifinal win against K-Corp. Atomic 1-1 through, but Rawas was waiting, couldn't go up for that ball. They're not done yet. TRK started to climb over and realized he was going to get beat. Daniel again, far down, and set out by Rawas.
Oh, and Atomic couldn't read it. Just a bad pass to Daniel, who has low boost. But now Falcons get the ball. They have the boost. But can they make the play? It gets sent straight to Atomic. He loses the 50. Dan last back with low boost. He gets the shot up. TRK says thank you as Falcons take the lead.
It's TRK wreaking havoc as he has done all day long. The first goal was the first one today that he didn't have a hand in. This time, he directly contributes to Falcons taking a 2-1 lead.
TRK has been so efficient being a part of this offense today. More efficient than normal. You can tell people starting to elevate when you get to this stage of the game. NRG now trying to elevate their offense. But Team Falcons now holding firm. They've got the lead here. They know NRG are going to be knocking at the door.
Daniel did well to stay even in the vicinity of that ball as Beast Mode stuffs it up. Now Rawas off the outlet. Gonna burn a lot of his boost. One last touch and Atomic's all over it.
Great double from Atomic too. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Has to get a flip reset to pass the Beast Mode pre-jump, and it was still saved. What a stop there for TRK.
We said earlier, TRK might be able to see the future. Only somebody who could make that stop. Daniel with the demo. He'll still be downfield. Beast Mode and Atomic up a second demo, and a laser beam saved by Killers. Watch the follow. Daniel up high. TRK will clear, and despite all the demos here on the part of NRG, they still have not broken through since that early strike. Daniel again has Atomic on the doorstep. Beast Mode has to climb up quickly, and NRG continue to struggle to find an equalizer. Down in front, Beast Mode!
Look at the pressure from NRG. Daniel steals boost, goes to the wall. He receives a pass from Beast Beast Mode. Then gives it to Atomic. Perfect touch out of Atomic. Beast Mode with a clean shot. He knows he has to nail it, and he does.
37 seconds separate us from overtime in game one of the world's final. Wouldn't have it any other way, but Roas has other plans. TRK's got to get up quickly. He does. Two in the same area, Beast Mode and Atomic. It's B Mode that takes charge. And well won by TRK, down to 20, Daz.
Now you see NRG kind of pulling Falcons out. They have such a great second man follow-up. It's been tough for Falcons to really kind of challenge them on the ball. That's a great pass to Atomic. Oh, Atomic burns through the defense.
What a pass. Beast Mode up to the sky. How often do we see it and it never plays out? Perfectly executed. Still narrowly saved.
And there was so much traffic in that play as well, Stacks. Here's the kickoff, though. TRK's gonna be able to outlet this to Killers. TRK pre-jump. Daniel's up. He dodged the ball for TRK. It's sent to the corner. Can they get it down? They can. NRG strikes first here in Lyon.
First blood to North America in a pretty game one. All the demos in the middle of that game finally softened up the Falcons' defense just enough to get one strike through. And then, in the last minute, Atomic. Some people would look at him and say he was certainly the MVP of the first half of this season for NRG. And that Atomic makes this NRG a serious threat to win it all.
I mean, look at Daniel as well. 6 shots out of him. And then at the same time, like I said, Atomic and Beast Mode both matching with assists. Beast Mode very all around this game. And a goal and assist, a save. He shot 100%. Daniel had 6 shots, applying so much more offensive pressure. And at the same time, you look at their defense, like I said before the series, they're averaging 5 shots against. Guess how many shots Falcons had that game? 5 on the number.
You saw the pop-off from Sathiu as well. The emotion is certainly there, especially the combination of Sathiu and Atomic. They've been here so many times, in so many different places. They've come up short. Can they do it in Lyon? Game 2 at Forbidden Temple is underway.
Have to see what Falcons have in store. Can they make some adjustments to kind of break through NRG defensively? Muskie by Beast Mode starts us off. You can see Daniel leaves that one for Atomic. A little awkward here, but Atomic able to stay on top of it. Plays to 50 to Dan, who's trying to knock the ball away from Killers. The Twins get a demo on Daniel, and they're also looking to disrupt Beast Mode, but NRG still holding on to this possession. Atomic with a chance for a shot, and Roas there for the block.
Roas now getting chased by Daniel all the way into NRG territory. Beast Mode watches Killers play over the top. NRG under a bit of duress. Roas circling around, opting for TRK. No, it's going way over his head, and Atomic will collect it on the corner. Missed opportunity there for Team Falcons. Not quite done with the attack just yet, especially with Roas picking up a full 100 down in front and stuffed away.
A lot of pressure on NRG. They've been managing it pretty well, and that one does get through, but Falcons still holding on to that midfield line. NRG not able to get a good second man follow-up, but this one does work. There's a bit of a double commit, though, between Dan and Beast Mode, so it won't be a super effective push. Can they hold on to this one? Beast Mode off the ceiling with that challenge. Roas not a lot of boost, but does get it over Daniel to try to see if they can give Falcons some offense. But look at this from NRG, constantly booming it back to Falcons, and they want to keep them stuck there all game.
Trying to keep them honest, too. We've seen Falcons a couple of times. They haven't made many mistakes in this tournament, but they've given and caught with their hand in the cookie jar in high-pressure situations. Cannot allow themselves to get caught here against NRG. As tight a defense as we've seen. Beast Mode didn't get all of that ball at all. That's wide open, and Killers will score. Very awkward from NRG.
You said as tight as the defense that we have seen, sometimes there's a bit of mistakes. Beast Mode wanted to try to pop that more downfield towards Falcons back end. Daniel and Atomic were both on the back corner for Falcons, and Beast Mode didn't get a good touch. He also gets knocked out the play. It's an open net for Falcons as they set the tone on Forbidden Temple.
Roas and TRK, it's TRK who takes charge. And the MENA MVP is sent packing back. Killers gave it a look, realizes he's got to bail out and let his brother take over. Now beast mode. Flip reset, but nobody to pass to. Easy clear for the Falcons.
That gets sent out. Beast Mode gets sent, slides across the Dan, or no, Atomic. Atomic's the one that drops it for Beast Mode, and now they're playing it through the defense of the Falcons. Dan on the wall to help Beast Mode, but they both lose the challenge. So now it'll be Atomic who keeps this one in play.
I like that possession from NRG too. It didn't result in a shot on target. That's fine. You're still able to pass around the defense and at least give yourself a chance. Beast Mode getting back, avoiding TRK, and then a demo on the other side. Can Daniel make anything of it? Beast Mode full tank, but doesn't matter. Roas is up.
Good awareness here for NRG. They're not just playing on the ball, playing fast. They're looking for each other and trying to see, okay, what's the best play? If we know we have Falcons on the back end, let's still boost and try to see if we can make a play with as much boost as we can. That awareness is working out, but they don't have the lead right now. They're down by 2 minutes to go. They need something here.
Oh, Beast Mode very patient. Here comes Atomic and TRK there. Killers the next save on Daniel. Everybody shoots, nobody scores. Beast Mode bullying everybody around. Atomic high, Daniel the rebound. Trying to drag out the Falcons defense. They're not fighting. And Team Falcons send NRG back for the moment.
Oh, you see Atomic, Falcons low, boost. You see only 6, 12, and a 0. They finally get a corner, but this is going to be free for Beast Mode. Does get a 50 on the play, sends it out. Roas was waiting. Falcons still under pressure, but NRG, they can't find the back of the net.
Well, they put on a lot of pressure late in game 1. They did finally break through. Trying to stay true to their game. Beast Mode away from Roas. Killers is up. TRK alone at the back now. Atomic going to try to play that central, and again, TRK all over it. Going right at Beast Mode, and that's easily won by Landon.
Atomic wants to take that himself. A bit of a double commit there. Twins, but Killers sends it way downfield. Daniel with a light touch. Beast Mode in danger. Killers straight down. Daniel there to help. NRG get out. But NRG needs to do more than that. We're in the final 30 seconds of game 2. Despite all this pressure, the Falcons have held on to a 1-goal lead. They've built a green wall on the back of their net.
25 Killers. Atomic couldn't get it past Killers. That's a great win by Killers. Now TRK met by Beast Mode in the air. Ball still going towards the NRG net. That's a bane for them. Only down to 10 seconds now. 8 seconds. Got to get moving forward, and Roas says no. Down to 5. TRK was lurking. Double commit out of NRG. Falcons hold all the cards to level the series, and they have
A 1-goal game. And Team Falcons even the series scoreline. Killers had 1 shot, and that was all Falcons needed. And NRG, despite almost insurmountable pressure, they just couldn't give themselves a good opportunity. They had 7 demos that game, and still not enough to open up a clear shot chance. So Falcons make some adjustments, but this series is still as close as ever, Stats.
What else would you expect? Even after London, you knew we hadn't seen the last chapter between these two squads. The name on the jersey is a little bit different now for NRG. Doesn't matter.
Now you think, with everything so even going into game 3, truly a swing game here. You look back at the last time these two played in a grand final. NRG outscored Falcons 9-3. Falcons were really defensive around that time too. And Daniel had a bit of more involvement in the offense. That being said, though, things seem to feel the same in that aspect, but there have been some changes. TRK is elevated. Killers, most improved player, arguably. And now, in this final as well, NRG playing strong defense, and the offense almost matched its stats.
The iconic backdrop of DF8 Stadium got a little bit of a facelift late in the year. It will break a 1-all tie between 2 iconic teams in the open era. Beast Mode cycling back to his own net. Daniel's got nothing. He narrowly avoids Beast Mode. And Beast was looking for boost downfield. That is just a rocket back the other way. And Killers almost converts. We'll take a boost defensively now for NRG. And Beast Mode is there at the doorstep to pop that ball away.
TRK trying to keep it in, but Daniel will have enough. He's going to play a 50 here against Killers, and Killers wins it. Has Roas looking for the pass. Atomic in a good spot, remains composed, but gets demoed on the play. And Daniel alone for the moment. Needs to get a stop here, does. Killers will opt to take the boost. They know they have NRG trapped right now. Can they get out?
Oh, TRK, quick turn, got the demo from Roas. That leaves Daniel with no boost to make a challenge, and Beast Mode getting up, burning all of his as well. NRG getting tested to the max here by Team Falcons early in Game 3, but they've answered the bell on every occasion.
It's important, too, for NRG not to let Falcons get away with this pressure. Again, Falcons able to hold just a one-goal lead. Their defense, the best here in the world. But now, with NRG trying to knock at the door with their offense, can they find some holes? They're going to have to if they want to turn this game and this series around.
4 shots on target on one side, make it 5 shots for Team Falcons, none for NRG, as Daniel saves the 6th salvo from Falcons.
TRK leaves that one. Here's Killers. Oh, big shot, and Beast Mode had to stretch. Got there in time. Roas. No, Daniel's going to win that. Beast Mode jumped, though, so Daniel will need a big 50 here. Beast Mode playing close. Killers sees him. Gets a good pinch off the double, but not enough to stop Beast. Flip, reset, mid. Killers. That's a great read to send that one towards the sidewall. They want to follow it, but maybe NRG might have a chance here. Beast Mode with a big demo. TRK low on boots as he wraps around it to clear it out of danger.
Daniel has Atomic in the mid, and Killers read the play well. Second touch to skim that towards DRK. Now up to Atomic, and another intercept. Team Falcons at midfield have been phenomenal, slowing down NRG and disrupting what would be clear goals the other way against almost any other team in the tournament.
Good boost steal out the corner from Beast Mode. See Roas using as little boost as possible. Just keeps the ball close. Very smart. He knows the position that the team is in. And as long as he can delay, it's great, but they have not been able to get that corner. Roas gets 2 demos, though. That's going to alleviate a lot of pressure. But depending on how Atomic plays his ball, NRG still keeping this on the blue half.
How about Atomic, too? 2 touches getting up to the ceiling and getting the flip. All that for naught. They're back on defense. Atomic will trigger this counterattack. Been a relatively low-scoring grand final, 3-2 in the first game. Atomic breaking the tie on a fantastic feed from Beast Mode with 37 seconds left. 1-0 in Game 2. And nobody has broken the deadlock in Game 3. Killers has a plan, and Beast Mode snuffed it out. One more attempt out of the corner, and that's ricocheted away by Daniel.
Roas with a little bit of space here could be dangerous. Look at the positioning on his shot. Forcing Atomic there to reach, to get there, and then Roas back again, able to get boost, has a flip, looking for the dunk, but it just won't land past NRG's defense. Final minute. No one's been able to break this deadlock yet.
You marvel at both teams defensively, but this time it's Killers! Clear for takeoff!
But it's off of this. Roas, 1, 2, it's an open net. And Killers can just cruise home. The runway's been cleared.
They defend by the slimmest of margins for an entire game. And NRG gets broken by a pair of demos. But now they can answer off a kickoff. Daniel left it for Atomic off the fake. Everybody ends up forward, though, in Beast Mode, doing all he can to delay. NRG needs boost if they're going to keep this pressure on. They've got it, and they've got it to the board! Atomic again!
The pressure finally pays off. Big demo from Daniel gives Roas a taste of his own medicine, and Atomic picture perfect right under the crossbar.
When you make these saves by such slim margins, eventually someone's going to let one rip. Atomic has done just that. His second goal of this grand final, they've both been incredibly impactful. A winner and an equalizer. 20 seconds. And a shot that Daniel barely caught up to.
Oh, man, but that recovery is incredible from Daniel. He was in a high spot. More pressure, though, for Falcons. They want to end it right here. Killers, no, he's going to leave it and go for the side boost. Now he jumps up. Can Atomic get it past him? Does get it to Beast Mode. Beast Mode got a bounce. TRK leading this one downfield to Killers, who pops it. Atomic low boost here. Pops that one high. And Beast Mode to the sidewall has the double. And TRK will let it fall. Overtime in game 3.
Like we saw MIBR get real greedy very early on this week. And Falcons finally decided, now we've had enough of this at 0. So we get to golden goal in game 3. Oh, that's there for Beast Mode.
Beast Mode strikes. Daniel ran some interception. And Atomic a great 50. Roas didn't have the boost. Beast Mode in the perfect spot. And NRG are now 2 game wins away from being crowned world champions.
Unreal as we look back at a roller coaster of emotions in game 3. And we thought this from Killers would have been enough, especially with how well they defended. But then critical Massimo off the feed from Daniel. NRG persevere in game 3, and it brings about in a 2-1 series, Daz, a timeout from Team Falcons.
The Falcons had 13 shots that game. NRG had 5, completely kind of switching the narrative of offense from game 1. Still, it wasn't enough. NRG had 12 saves. So the math adds up. NRG's defense was, but it also goes to show you everything that Falcons put toward the net. There was someone from NRG there. Not only that, do they turn it around? Because you have to think Falcons' goal was scored because of that demo presence, that physicality, opening up a lane. NRG tried to fight fire with fire, helped them get back into the game, and then when it was all important there, the aggressiveness from NRG on Falcons' half led to a mistake that cost them the game.
We've seen NRG be incredibly physical in this series. This was the first game that we saw Team Falcons give it right back to them, and it worked to great success. And I say great success, 1 goal. Yes, that's great success against either of these teams. You can expect a lot of 1-0 games. 2-1 isn't that much different. 30 seconds left here in this timeout. Will Team Falcons continue to kind of target anybody on the NRG side, or will they change it up now to try and tie up the series going to Utopia Coliseum?
Lights here in the LDLC Arena in the grand finals. The beauty of it all.
That's the prize. That's what they're playing for. New trophy. We'll have a new champion. This crowd has been phenomenal. Even with the French teams out, it's still a full house in Lyon. Here we go.
Falcons have used their timeout. NRG still have 1, their own remaining. But NRG, with the series lead, pressure on Falcons to bring the series back into their own hands. But they got to stop the pressure of NRG when NRG are on offense. It's been so many close opportunities. And NRG looking to pick up where they left off. Just look at how they play around Falcons. It's been an awkward game.
So who will strike first? Will it be a comedy of errors? Or will it be the high-level play we've come to expect for both these squads? Dropped off by Beast Mode. And TRK to the skies yet again. Denied on the backboard. Nobody flinching here in the first minute.
You see Falcons trying to bide their time. Very spaced out, but effective. Even with the high speed that they're playing at, they make sure no double commits, no extra errors. The only time you really see errors are kind of when they're in situations like this where maybe the double commit comes through a little bit of panic. I think after the timeout, though, you're not going to see too many more of those. They understand the position they're in. Now they need to break out as Daniel, great 50, and Rojas able to stop NRG for now.
Just superhuman reactions and instinct on the side of Team Falcons. 90 seconds gone by. It's Rojas at beast mode. All the way up there in the outlet towards Atomic, and he was a little awkward in the air. Beast mode will try and apply some pressure, and that one's cleared away well from him.
Demo TRK last back here. Rojas low boost. Atomic does win that. Killers off the respawn will send it to the midfield, but beast mode pre-jump didn't really amount to too much. NRG trying to match the pace here of Falcons, but they need to make sure they don't overheat.
This time it's NRG that has all the shots in the first 2 minutes. Team Falcons still yet to put one officially on target. Blocked well out wide. Rojas, that's on target and denied by beast mode.
CTRK waiting, giving a little bit of space to Atomic here. Wants to see if the fake challenge could work out. Demo on the play. Daniel going low. Daniel with the 50, but TRK there to get the stop.
NRG have gotten past the second to last defender so many times, and the last man still comes in to sweep it off the goal line. Killers now looking for a second touch. We saw Hato score a similar goal. Didn't that time. Now Rojas peeling away for TRK, but it's beast mode getting that out to midfield, and NRG can breathe a quick sigh of relief.
The read from Atomic. You saw the lead there, and now more pressure coming out here, but you have to be careful for NRG. Falcons have such a dangerous counterattack. They're waiting for the overcommit. Still though, scoreless. 2 minutes left in game 4. Despite all the pressure, can NRG score? No! Blocked out by Rojas. Atomic wants to keep this in for Daniel. Dan's got it!
Add another to the clutch tally for the NA MVP off the feed from Atomic. Don't try to do too much. Atomic didn't. Put it right in his lap. And it's NRG with just under 2 to go.
Now pressure on Falcons to respond here. You're going to see that physicality, but wait, you might see another one. It's Dan again. Atomic wins the 50, and Dan in the right place at the right time.
Anybody question either of these two? This duo has been impeccable. Everybody talks about the twins. It is Daniel and Atomic running the show in the 2025 finals.
Oh, but physicality from Falcons, they're looking for one back. They used all their boost, though. This ball's going to soar for a while. TRK with a demo to open up some space. Rojas, 50. TRK with the shot. Daniel denies. Killers wants to keep this in. Is there anyone who can follow? TRK leaves it for Killers, but Atomic called the bluff. Now Rojas wants to keep this in play. Falcons want one back quickly, and it makes sense. There's only a minute 10 left in game 4.
There's only so much longer you can go before you got to start throwing caution to the wind, especially down 2-1 and having used your timeout. It's off the post. Just narrowly saved by Atomic.
How did Atomic get there? But they're still not out the woods just yet. That demo might open up some space. Daniel wanted TRK, but TRK, great 50. Can Atomic get this touch? Big clear there for NRG. Now Falcons got to bring this one back from their own end, and NRG got a lot of boost in the tank.
That burns a good 6 or 7 seconds just trying to get back where they were. Daniel has to leave that for beast mode, and Daniel even won the race to the corner boost. But Rojas is still there, but no possession for Falcons. They are scrambling without a cause right now. Daniel now deep into Falcons territory, down to 15 seconds. Killers running forward, got the interference, and Rojas will score.
And this is where Falcons can be the most dangerous. Lots of time here, especially considering if they can get the right kickoff play. The physicality to take beast mode out the play was great. But Falcons within 1, they need something right here, right now.
Popped up, Falcons don't have it going the right way yet. And now that iconic countdown. Leon coming alive as well as the clock hits 0. But TRK with a catch. He's got Killers over there. Ruas hit 2, and it's swatted away by NRG.
Falcons trying to make the press, but NRG deny at the goal line. And for North America, it's starting to become real.
There's no timeout left. Falcons already used it after the overtime winner from NRG in Game 3. So now Falcons are all alone on an island. NRG has all the momentum. Is this a repeat of London, or will Team Falcons drag it all the way back?
It's on track to be a repeat of London. 4-1 scoreline there. It's 3-1 right now. And NRG still with a timeout. They have everything, but I always remember words from James Bott. Closing a series out on land is one of the hardest things to do. And with NRG so close to the trophy, the hard part is right now crossing that finish line.
Good to know on their part. They've got all the safety nets. They've got all the insurance. Aquadome in Game 5. Is it the final resting place for Mina's World Championship hopes? Oh, not if Roas has anything to say about it. He sets up Killers off the rebound.
Great start here for Falcons. Roas, though, that bump on it. Not even being able to get contact on the ball. And Killers able to score a clutch goal in this moment. Have to keep this up with a lot of time left in game.
Atomic will boom it away as NRG can't let Team Falcons get rolling. That's also critical for them. Doesn't matter how many chances they have left to close out Falcons. If you miss on your first, the doubt surely starts to creep in. Beast mode, double tap.
And man down. Beast mode. Living true to his name.
That is amazing. How do you answer that? You got 4.5 minutes to do so. All the highs of getting that early strike with your back against the wall, and then all of a sudden, it's been erased.
Now Beast Mode, trying to bring this across. Great flip reset, TRK. Wants to keep this in, a little pre-jump action there, but it's gonna be Killers. Good first touch, slides it across. Looking to play a 50, but Atomic, strong, clear. Has Daniel downfield. Daniel, read right to Atomic! Atomic!
With all due respect to Daniel, that's your MVP. All year long, Atomic does it again. And who has the assist? Daniel. Go figure.
And now, pressure on for Team Falcons. With such a strong start, they've given up 2. And NRG looking at the clock, but they have to make sure to keep composed. Falcons are going to throw everything they have at them. As time ticks down, you can already see the pressure. That's a big demo to clear up some space. And Falcons will have to get boosted up. Roas back to the midfield to Killers. Twins connect. TRK puts that one on target, but it's a good save from Daniel.
Atomic, what else does he have up his sleeve? Beast mode's up quickly. Daniel waiting at the back, and B-Mode just couldn't get it to him. But look at how bunched up Falcons were at their own back line, all jumbled up in the corner. First, it takes a moment to branch out. Then you have to actually get something downfield. They've done so now, thanks to another demolition. Loose in front, Roas to TRK, and he scores!
Oh my goodness, what a play! There's so much space here that Falcons have created. Daniel last back pre-jump. Roas doesn't take the shot. He sees TRK. Big connection here as Falcons fight for their life.
Inside 3 minutes in a brand new ball game. Beast mode taken away by Killers. Daniel's there. Atomic coming up, and he backed away wisely. That ball is popped right out to exactly where he went. He's got such a sense of where to be at all times. Beast mode off the ceiling. Oh, needed one more touch, but TRK denied him.
Oh, good touch there from Daniel. He keeps this one in Atomic. Take this up the ladder by himself. Met there by Killers. Now tension here from NRG. Falcons using that aggressiveness to create some opportunities offensively. The bumps have given them room, and their passing has been so effective that it's so hard to guard. As even Atomic there with that 50 still has to get bumped there while he's trying to make the stop. Killers was looking for beast mode, but beast mode, privy to it, got on the back wall as quickly as possible.
It's TRK taking charge, looking for Killers. Our MVP candidate here at the World Championship, not this time. Rewas around the boards, looking to center, and still just lacking that one crucial touch. NRG let you get so close, and then they rip possession away just like this. Beast mode as he arrived. Oh, it's on the goal, saved away.
Incredible stop for Falcons. They look to go the other way. Killers tried to run interference. Didn't work out. Atomic leaving it for beast mode, but it's blocked again. Killers, another save to his name. Atomic wants to interrupt that one, but Rewas sends it downfield. He's looking for beast mode. Killers tried to play it to himself off the back wall, but beast mode, a clutch stop.
Beast mode picked his spot, and TRK there to meet him every step of the way. Atomic cut around him though, and Killers had to send it downfield. TRK couldn't stay down there. He had to run back and has to make a save.
Daniel, again, another assist. He gets the pop up to beast mode, and beast mode, the placement couldn't be more perfect. A minute and 2 seconds to go until NRG, the kings of North America, will they be the kings of the world?
A coronation long overdue for this squad, and they're oh so close. But you still have Mina on the other side, a relentless predator in Team Falcons. Everybody from NRG was jumbled at midfield. That could open the window for Falcons. Rewas, pop for Killers. TRK had to wait just a moment to read where that ball went. Nobody there to receive that ball off the corner, and Falcons will have to reset inside 30.
Drop down to Atomic. Atomic wants to keep this one in. Beast mode sees the clock. He's taking his time. He's trying to get the duck. But this one to the back wall. Falcons need to get downfield.